In a race where every manufacturer is trying to create the next best flagship, the upper end of the market is starting to get a little slow. It's the lower end of the market that's getting the most action. And another example of this is the new Infinix Note 4, a new entrant to this market. Hey, what is up guys, AJ here with EOTO, and let's find out if the Infinix Note 4 is going to make waves in the Indian market with its first offering. Let's get started. While it might not seem like a great step to enter an already saturated market, Infinix tries to differentiate itself by creating a phone tailored for the Indian market. The first thing you notice when you pick up the phone is the heft. It's not a light phone by any means, coming in at almost 180 grams, but it is so heavy because of the big 5.7-inch display and a giant 4300 mAh battery. More on that later. The design is pretty simple but doesn't feel cheap. The display has a nice curved glass and also has a pretty quick, albeit passive fingerprint scanner below it. You also get a screen protector and a simple cover in the box, which sure has helped my phone in the 4 times that I dropped it. We don't give enough credit to how much of a difference the display makes to the overall smartphone experience. I mean, that's literally the thing you look at the most. And this phone delivers. The display is nice and big with really punchy colors. I think one of the best LCD displays out there. Even the brightness was ample and the glass has a nice 2.5D curve on the front. No complaints there. Though it needs to be mentioned that one-handed use is not going to be easy because of the bulk. Thankfully, there's a one-handed mode. Looking around the phone, there's a removable back cover which gives you access to the memory card slot and the dual 4G SIM card slots. While you are there, be sure to notice the subtle mention of the battery size. Continuing with the build, the power button was really soft, which was a little irritating at times. The phone is a media consumption powerhouse. Along with that beautiful display, you get a really loud speaker. At the top volume, there is some loss of quality, but it's a good feature to have. No more missing calls. The output via the 3.5mm jack was great too, and to keep the entertainment going, the battery kept lugging along. It's been a while since I used a phone with such great battery life. Most phones would give me 4 to 5 hours of screen on time, whereas this dude regularly gave me more than 6 hours of screen on time. I could confidently leave my charger behind when I was out and about. The battery life was also augmented due to the fact that this houses a mid-range chipset. It wasn't that bad that it would hamper usage. Most games would run fine and frame rate drops were rare. For the spec junkies, this is an octa-core MediaTek processor along with 3 gigs of RAM. Memory management was decent too. I could keep apps running in the background for long times and get back to them even after a day. There's a 13 megapixel shooter on the back and an 8 megapixel shooter on the front. Both are decent in good lighting conditions. The front camera has a flash too, whose intensity can be controlled to not blind you during the night. There's also a wide selfie mode, but the results were underwhelming. Sadly, there is no beauty mode here. The primary camera is better than what I expected at this price. It's got decent sharpness and the focus was quick and can be launched by drawing a C on the screen. There are some extras like a full manual mode with a childish UI and some filters if you like that. HDR was weaker than needed though, but totally gets the job done for regular usage. Most Chinese phones that I have used recently had UIs that were really far from stock, and I had to resort to changing the launcher. This one was different. Running on XOS, built on top of Android Nougat 7.0, it was fairly clean and responsive. No messing with the notification drop-down or settings, and the app drawer was left intact. There are also some screen off gestures to quickly get to what app you want. The lock screen can be scrolled on with swipes to get to some other codes and some advertisements. There's also some bloatware though, like this funky dating app, along with a lot of others. but nothing that hampered the experience. You can use dual window 2 to enjoy two apps at the same time. You can change the themes by hitting the shuffle button or visiting the theme store. In terms of customization, smaller things like font color and upgrade size can also be changed.
So in conclusion, I would say that while the budget segment of India has been dominated by the likes of Motorola and Xiaomi, this new entrant by Infinix tries to shake up the market, and coming in at a price of just 9,000 rupees for the 32GB variant, which gives you great performance, a decent camera and amazing battery life along with a fairly clean software when compared to other Chinese companies, I think the Infinix Note 4 is a worthy purchase if you are looking for a phone in that price segment. Having said that, I hope you really liked this video, and if you did, be sure to smash the thumbs up button below. While you are there, hit the bell icon so you do not miss any of our future coverage. Thanks for watching.